I was being a little facetious when I said I really don't want to wait another 20 games for the Ducks to get a regulation win. At this rate, it looks like it might take even longer than that. They say time flies when you're having fun. No wonder this season's felt like an eternity already. Hey, at least this game it wasn't Gibson who got curb stomped. Hello everybody and welcome to DDFR number 24 on the season. Today we are going to react to the Dallas Stars playing against the Anaheim Ducks in Dallas, where they curb stomped the Ducks 5-0. Let's hop right into it. Ducks lose 5-0 to the Dallas Stars. They got thumped this game. Looking at the 3 stars, yep. Jason Robertson, hat trick, deserved. Second star and third star, I'd probably switch around. Heiskanen had a good game, but Ottinger got the shutout. Ottinger played well, and yeah. Looking at the Stars' first goal of the game, this was lucky. This was a lucky goal. Jason Robertson just kind of throws this puck in front of the net. It hits off of Urho Vakanainen's skate and up and over Stolar's blocker. Like, not much you can do. Yeah. Colin Miller and Rupe Hintz get the assists on this one. This was, I mean, you could have called this unassisted because Jason Robertson was trying to make a pass. Like, it was to nobody in general, but just like throw the puck in front of the net. Like I said last game with Terry, good players know how to score goals that probably shouldn't go in. Sometimes you just throw the puck at the net and good things happen. And that's what Jason Robertson did. He was behind the net, threw the puck out towards the front of the net, and it goes in off of a Duck skate. Dallas gets a 1-0 lead early. So, Dallas Stars have a reputation that they're kind of like the Boston of the West. And when I say Boston of the West, I mean like old 2010s Boston. Like, will beat the living shit out of you if you look at them wrong, Boston. They're thugs. Mason Marchment, you're a thug for fighting Simon Benoit on this one. Jamie Benn, right before this, took a cross-check right to Zegras' spine. Sorry, but Jamie Benn cross-checking Trevor Zegras in the spine? That's chicken shit, dude. You do not need an old player who is past his prime. I know he's having a good year, but he's past his prime, potentially hurting and giving back problems to these younger stars. For what reason? Nothing happens. The Ducks kind of just let it slide. And then Simon Benoit was like, okay, you want to take a shot at our young guy? I'll take a shot at your young guy. Creams Wyatt Johnson along the boards. Clean hit. Clean hit. Did not board him. Did not slam his head into anything. Hits him up against the boards. Puts Wyatt Johnson on the ice. Mason Marchment comes over and is a thug. I get it. Young player. But I don't know if it's actually Dallas being thugs or Anaheim getting punked. Next time you see Trevor Zegras get cross-checked in the lower spine like that, whoever's on the ice with him, I do not care who it is. If it's Troy Terry, it's Troy Terry. I would prefer it not to be Troy Terry because I really like Troy Terry's hands. But whoever is on the ice, the biggest, toughest dude on the ice with the Ducks, the next time that happens to Zegras, confetti gloves. You better confetti gloves and jump the fucker who did that. That's what Mason Marchment did here. That's why he got 2 minutes for instigating and 10 minutes for instigating. Look it. Both got 5 for fighting. Marchment instigated. He got the deserved 2 minutes and a deserved 10 minutes. Mason Marchment didn't play for the next half of the period. Sorry, the first half of the second period. But yeah, Ducks got punked, and the Stars are thugs. Yeah. before I jump into the second period and what went on there, I need to give a little shout out to Mason McTavish, Brett Leeson, and Max Jones. That line over the past 3 or 4 games has been the most consistent line the Ducks have had. Regarding energy, regarding scoring chances, every single game it seems like that line is playing really well. I know they're like penciled in as the 4th line. Dallas Eakins, if he's worth anything, should play this line as the 3rd line. This line is good enough to get better challenges. And I understand you want to shelter Mason McTavish so he doesn't get hurt. You want to shelter Mason McTavish so his confidence isn't hurt if he isn't producing. I feel like this is more of a case of you give Mason McTavish a little bit more ice time and he might produce more. It worked with Zegras. Don't put McTavish on the wing. That worked for a little bit with Zegras, but then he immediately got transitioned back to center. Keep McTavish at center, have him center Jones and Leeson, and run it as the 3rd line. It's a good line, man. Keep it up. Now, Max Jones, you've been playing great. You need to cut this shit with the stupid penalties. It seems like every other game, Max Jones just takes stupid penalties. This was a blatant trip on Colin Miller. Like, he just right in front of his skates and Miller goes down. It's like the easiest thing to call. And yeah, Dallas takes advantage. The Ducks do such a great job of always making their losses jokes. They do a wondrous, amazing job of making their losses jokes. 2 games ago, run into your own goalie, hurt your own goalie. On the game-losing goal, you lose 5-4. The 5th goal, that's what happened. Shattenkirk runs into Gibson, injures Gibson. Gibson doesn't play the rest of the game. 5-4 final. Last game, Ducks played well pretty much the whole game. Overtime comes. They throw a pass into a corner where nobody is, and it leads to 2 Nashville Predator players being wide open. Left Gibson out to dry, and you lose. This game, this happens. They allowed this. So hold on. I'll let you decide what's so funny about this. This is the first goal. This is the first shooting goal of Jason Robertson's night. He scored off of somebody's foot. Stolarz can't see shit here. Rupe Hintz is blocking out the sun, while Kulikov here is just kind of enjoying his time in front of the net. No, this is not the same goal. This goal is his hat-trick goal. It literally looks like instead of almost straight up and down the ice now, it's just a little to the side. This is the same exact thing. Both of these shots go same exact spot. Right here. Right here, back post. Joe Pavelski, uncontested in front of Stolarz. This can't keep happening. And yet again, we got Kulikov right here. Staring at Pavelski. You know, on this one, I give Kulikov a little bit more of a pass because we have a star right here. Cam, you either need to move Pavelski or you need to block that shot. Neither of these things happen, and Jason Robertson scores 2 goals the same way in the same game. You didn't learn the first time because guess what? This team doesn't learn. We've seen that. Because if this team was capable of learning under Dallas Eakins, we would see consistency instead of one game having good power play, good power play, good power play, good power play. That is what learning would look like. Instead of good power play, shit the bed. Half decent power play, give up 5 shorthanded goals. Same thing with the penalty kill. Kill 10 minors. Give up 2 power play goals. Give up 50. What is going on? There's no consistency with anything. They play a good defensive game against Nashville. They look so defensively inept in this game. Dallas and Nashville, they play pretty similar games, man. Nashville isn't a high-scoring team. Neither is Dallas. Man, this team has so far to go, and it's getting to the point where, like, it's hard to watch. The message isn't coming through. The message isn't coming through in the locker room. At this point, firing Dallas Eakins, it seems like the only way to help this team. And I'm not asking for this team to go on a winning streak or anything like that. I'm asking for consistent play. That's what I'm asking for. This team has no consistency. They play well one game, and then they look like shit the next. It's unbelievable. They have that 4-2 or the 3-2 win against the Rangers, and then they turn around and shit the bed against Ottawa. They take Nashville to overtime where they make 2 mistakes all game, and it costs them, and then they lose 5-0 to the Dallas Stars. It doesn't make sense. The team is bad enough to where they won't be pushing for a playoff spot. The construction of this team is bad enough to the point where they won't be pushing for a playoff spot, even if they don't have Dallas Eakins. Dallas Eakins is going to do nothing but hurt this squad. Like Verbeek, get him out. Get him out, man. I don't care who you put behind the bench. Just, it needs to be someone else. At this point, it needs to be somebody else. There's no consistency. There's no consistency. Going backwards just a little bit, looking at Kiviranta's goal, this is just kind of a unfortunate play where the Ducks, again, just don't cover the man in front of the net. Tyler Seguin finds Heiskanen at the point. Heiskanen takes a point shot. Saros fights it off with his blocker, drops right in front. Kiviranta's there, not contested by anybody, and just snipes right up and over Stolar's shoulder. Not much you can do. Then we get to what is arguably the most embarrassing goal of the game. And I don't mean as a team this goal was embarrassing. I mean the player that got undressed in this, you might want to send him to the minors. He's been that bad. The bad starts behind the net. Nathan Beaulieu, every time he goes in the lineup for Colton White, makes me want to pull my hair out. Nathan Beaulieu is not a good defender, or doesn't understand the defensive scheme, or just isn't a great hockey sense guy. Like, we've seen it before. Dropped his gloves when the Ducks had a 3-on-1 and basically got the play blown dead. He, on several occasions, has worn the goat horns and just given up terrible, terrible plays. And that's what he does here. Nathan Beaulieu gets a little bit of bad luck mixed with make better decisions. So Beaulieu throws this puck up the boards to Kevin Shattenkirk when he could have just thrown this puck to his stick. The puck hops over Shattenkirk's stick, gets to the point where they just kind of send a little floater that actually gets knocked down right around the face-off dot. So I understand that at this point, Beaulieu has a really tough task. There's 3 stars here, and only him to really help Stolarz. But this is just bad defending. Like, yeah, Wyatt Johnston has the puck here, but jeez, man. Nathan Beaulieu, he goes down early. His jockstrap is already in the rafters because Beaulieu is headed towards Jamie Benn here. Johnston is headed towards the back post here. His stick is not really doing anything. Wasn't doing anything by being right there. He should have attacked the puck with his stick as he was going down. He waves at the puck and completely misses, and the rest is history. Beaulieu, I don't know if the press box is going to help you anymore, man. Maybe you just need to play against weaker competition and get your confidence back, because I don't know if it's just a lack of understanding of the defensive scheme, a lack of understanding of the breakout scheme, a lack of understanding of any scheme, or whatever it is, but this dude's atrocious every time he's on the ice. And he gets burned here, and Ducks lose 5-0. As you can see, Ducks never really had a great chance to win this one. About 75% chance right around the start of the game. After the second goal, it's about 85% chance for the Stars to win there, meaning it's only 15% for the Ducks. We're above 90% at the third goal, and the Ducks flatline at the fourth and fifth goal. This is a bad team, man. They got outplayed, and they just looked bad the whole game. The whole game. First period, they looked half decent. Sorry, I guess not the whole game. First period, they looked half decent. But the rest of the game, man, they looked bad. They looked bad. Disorganized, disjointed, couldn't make a pass, couldn't get the power play going. It's a bad team. Man. That's a whole lot of green there. 87.3. 87.3%. Bad. Ducks play in Minnesota on the 3rd of December at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that, I believe Minnesota is 2 hours ahead, so I believe that's 1 p.m. for them. It should be on NHL Network. And yeah, Wild are doing okay. They're a little bit worse than what we thought, but I mean, there's not many teams that are worse than the Ducks, if any. First game of the season, Wild beat the Ducks 4-1. Kaprizov leading his team. Terry leading his team. This is going to be another tough game. Wild have lost a few here in a row. I believe it's 3 in a row. So no time like the present to, get out of that losing streak. You're going to have to talk about how bad the Ducks' losing streak is, but let's just say it's not great. It's not great. Thank you so much for everybody who showed up. I really appreciate everyone who watches the DDFRs. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Hit that subscribe button if you really liked it. And I will see you in the next one.